Hello and welcome everybody. I hope you are very well, doing fine. And today we are going to start semester 2 for the ISC students, the discussion of the questions. First, before we start anything, we must see the pattern of question, and so we will follow what? We are going to follow the pattern which is given by the board. Okay, so we will look into the question pattern, the first 8 marks question, which is MCQ type, the pattern which is given by the board itself in cisc.org. I'll show you the paper and accordingly we will see how to write the answers. Okay, so without any delay, let's begin the topic and discuss the questions and finish it off just like we finished Sem 1. Alright, let's start. Let's begin our semester 2 ISC English Literature specimen paper discussion. Okay. You will see the question paper also beside page number 1 of the question paper. Before we move on to the questions, let's see the instructions written over there. Maximum mark is 40 and time allotted is 1.5 hours. Now candidates will be allowed 10 minutes to read the paper. See, the first 8 marks, section A has 8 marks, and these 8 marks are just MCQ type, that is multiple choice questions. So that you can increase your marks. This is very important part, but we have to read it very carefully. It's not that it's just from the Tempest, but from any topic it can come. The poem, prose, the merchant, the Tempest, anything. So question number 1. Read the lines given below and answer the questions given after each. First one, let's see. Iris of a society, be not afraid. I met her deity cutting the clouds toward Paphos, and her son dove drawn with her. So it is from Act 4. Whom does Iris refer to as her? Venus, Juno, Ceres, and Sycorax. Just for the help, you have a picture over there beside. It is Venus because Iris is very afraid of Venus. Ceres is very afraid of Venus that this lady will come, and this is an annoying lady. She actually allowed or was the person who made all this happen. What happened? Ceres' daughter fled with the underworld. Okay, so this is then what does whom does Iris refer to as her? It is Venus. Why was the person addressed afraid of her? That means why was the person addressed? Who is the person addressed? Ceres. Why is she afraid of Venus? She used her beauty to get her desires? No. She had conspired with Dis to abduct the person's daughter? Yes, it may be true. She was close to Zeus? No. She used others for her ends. It is option number B. Why? Because Ceres' daughter had fled with this abduction and everything was planned by Venus. Coming to the next page. Number 3. What is meant by dove drawn? You know that the chariot, see the last, even the last PPT, last page, you will see that Venus is, in that picture, you will see Venus's chariot is drawn by what? Dove drawn. So it is called dove drawn means a drawing of doves? No. Attracted by doves? No. The chariot was drawn by doves? Yes, as you see in the last picture. Doves were drawn to him? No. Option number C. Number B, let's come to the next part, which is Miss Meadows. Where do we find Miss Meadows? It is the singing lesson. But my darling, if you love me, thought Miss Meadows, I don't mind how much it is. Love me as little as you like. What had the darling informed Miss Meadows? That he loved her, that he could not go forward with their plans for marriage, that he was marrying someone else, that he was going away. What had he informed? He had informed that he could not go forward with their plans of marriage. That was the reason, that was the thing that was bothering Miss Meadows a lot. Option number B. Next, where was Miss Meadows as she thought these thoughts? Where was she? What was she doing? In the music hall, in the corridor, at the window, in the principal's office. Principal's office, she went later. At her window, she was never there. Corridor, no, it is the music hall. When was she thinking all this? When the song was sung by the children. That means in the music hall only. So option number A. Then 3. What was the effect of Basil's letter on Miss Meadows? She was upset and agonized. She went into depression. She was struck down. She had a heart attack. Obviously, she was upset and agonized, very much sad and depressed. Next, coming to number C. Sophocles. What is it? Dover Beach. Sophocles long ago had it on the Aegean. Who is Sophocles? A Shakespearean character, poet's ancestor, Victorian poet, Greek tragedian. It is option number D, a Greek tragedian, as you see in the picture also, Sophocles. Next, we'll move to the next page. So, number two, what did he hear on the agent? The tremulous sad note of the sea, the sound of gulls, the sound of human misery, the note of hope. This is option number C. Why? Because this is actually the symbolic meaning. No? This is what he had heard, and also now the poet is also feeling the same thing. So, he heard on the agent not the tremulous sad note of the sea, but the sound of human misery. And this is the same thing that will go on and on and on. That is the sad thing of the human world. Coming to section B, which is 32 marks. So 8 marks is done. Now we'll come to the 32 marks question. Let's see the first question. Referring closely to the conversation between Prospero and Ferdinand at the beginning of Act 4 of The Tempest, bring out Prospero's concern as a father. So you see 4 mark is there. I will tell you what are the important points that you must keep in mind before writing this answer. The question is, what tells you from the beginning of Act 4, Scene 1, whatever he was talking with Ferdinand, which tells you that he was very much concerned about his daughter. We'll move to the next page for that. See, I have prepared the points that is important. 4 mark, you know, at least 4 to 5 or 6 points should be there. So, too austerely punished you is the line that you can quote in your answer. See, Prospero kept on saying that I have too austerely punished you. I am sad that I have punished you very bad in a very bad way. But yes, I had to be sure. Why did I do it? That also he explained. And while he was explaining it, that from there we come to know he was extremely concerned about his daughter. He did everything. He punished Ferdinand like that because he wanted to check whether the love for Miranda by Ferdinand was genuine or it was false. So to verify the truth in Ferdinand's love for Miranda. Next, another quote you can give: "Trials of thy love, third of mine own self." Says that Miranda was a third of mine own self. I'm very much concerned because she's almost everything to me other than the books and my magic. She's everything. So she's very important, and therefore I need to check whether the person whom she loves her back or not. Okay. He had to be doubly sure before giving her away in marriage. He wanted to avenge the ones who wronged him and his daughter, but not sacrificing her to someone who didn't love her. So he was trying to take revenge, a sweet revenge, by making Miranda marry Ferdinand and being the queen of that area, Naples. Okay, he wanted to make sure that the sweet revenge is taken on Alonso, who once had kicked him off from his dukedom, Milan. Okay, he checked that, but he just did not want to take revenge. He was wise enough. He also wanted to see whether the person who is marrying his daughter is a good human being or not, truly loves her daughter or not. He wants Ferdinand to impose self-restraint. Now we'll come to the other point. 3 points are done over here. The next 2 points are, he also makes sure that Ferdinand has this self-restraint or control within himself, so that till the marital ceremonies are over, they do not indulge in any type of affair. He wishes that the couple is blessed by gods on their auspicious day, because he wants that the rest of the life of Miranda should also be happy. You can quote over here that he repeats the advice that you should control yourself, your emotions, your lust. There should be self restraint in you, so that you are blessed by gods and you have white days, fair issue, and long life. Okay. So this is the first question from section B, question number 2, Roman 1. Okay. The next question, for that we'll move to the next slide. Initials, so how does, in that cloud, you will see the question, how does Prospero prove the rarer action is in virtue than in vengeance, the final vengeance in the final act of the Tempest? Even here, we discuss over here Act 5. But the thing is, marks is 4, so whatever I have written, only that much needs to be written. But you have to frame it in a proper way. Initial stage, you can introduce your answer like this: that Prospero, bent on revenge, uses magic to raise apparently deadly storm to scare the men on board. What do we see? That in the initial stage, Prospero seems to be very cruel. He just wants to take revenge. He does anything and everything, uses spirits to punish. Now you come to the body, the main portion. Here you write what? Prospero's magic, we soon come to realize that is not bad magic. He does not use it for evil purpose. Although we see that he refuses to free Ariel, he uses the spirits for his own purpose, enslaves Caliban for his benefit. We also understand that he's some kind of a complex personality. Although he tries to his treatment to Ferdinand seems to be cruel. Everything is there for a purpose. Is done for a purpose. He enslaves Caliban because of his rude behavior. He decide he it is not that he just make false promises to Ariel, uses him for his own purpose. He also frees him in the end. Next, he punishes Ferdinand just to check whether the love for Miranda is genuine or not. And it's not that he only wants to take revenge and marry his daughter to anybody to take revenge, not that. He makes sure that the person whom Miranda marries is a good human being. Next, he arranges everything, these impediments to the courtship just to strengthen the bond. When there is more trouble in the love story, no, your bond, your love for the other fellow will be strong, right? That he was checking. Next, Prospero's humanity is clearly obvious when you come to the end of the whole book, Act 5 end. There we see he calls Antonio traitor. Antonio has done so much against Prospero, thrown him out of his dukedom, tried to kill him. Even then, you see Prospero's goodness. How Prospero declines to treat him as a traitor. Okay, he shows him mercy. Okay, and then also stops Alonso from apologizing to Miranda. He says, "Don't need to apologize to Miranda. Everything is over. We are friends now. Let us go back to our kingdom." This also shows that he is very kind in heart and it has a lot of mercy. He's a good duke, telling him that there is no need for more amends. Prospero, till the end, we see is just and fair. He releases Ariel, and he makes everybody happy. He even gives away his magic books so that he does not use these magical powers in anything else before he goes to before he goes to Milan. In addition to he's intelligent, he punishes the others, but in a very sweet way. He takes the revenge, but in a very sweet way, not killing, not causing bloodshed by using magic. So that's all for this question. And if we move to the question paper again, you will see question 3 is there, 4 and 5 is also there. I have the points that I have made for these two questions is just for you to understand. But what are the points you should mention in your 4-mark answer? Now the mark is reduced, so you have to write less, but the points, the quotes, the paragraph division should be there. All right, and that's all. We will continue. If you think that you require question 3, 4, 5 also from the specimen paper, do let me know in the comment section so that in the next video we can come up with these questions along with a few new questions. So that's all, children. We'll meet in the next video. I hope you have liked it, you have benefited from it, and will score good marks in your exam, which is the final motto of ours. So that's all. Hope you have a very nice day and a very happy new year to all of you. Thank you. Love you all.